Hi, Gabby. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, thank you. Gabby,
Good.
I would like to thank you for having this new experience with me. Thank you for your time.
Thanks to you for the opportunity.
Okay, so let's get started, Gabby, right?
Right.
Um, I'm going to show you
Okay.
my
Chart.
my chart. Well, in fact, this chart you have it as well, right? And but in this chart, I'm going to show you some information that I wrote, okay? The
Okay.
website that I solved is about listening, how to develop listening, okay? So one thing that I found is that you can practice this, this skill at any level, okay? So I'm going to show you the website. Okay, please tell me or let me know if you can see it.
Yes, now I can see the website. Thank you.
Okay, well, that is from the British Council. As you know, the British Council offers a lot of courses and a lot of materials in order to develop the English language. Well, here we have this listening, but let me show you firstly this menu where you have, for example, different topics. Here you have the topics. Okay, so
Okay.
here you can choose, for example, let's choose the first one. Okay, a good night's sleep. And here you have the instructions, what you can do, then the preparation, and here you have the listening. So once you have the listening, one advantage that I found is that you can download it. If you can reuse it maybe in your class, or you can use it online. So I think that is one big advantage of this website.
Yes,
Well,
because many
yes,
many websites don't let you do that. It is prohibited. It is banned. And what you can
exactly.
do is to enter to the website, and then if you want to record it, it is not allowed. Yes, that's a good advantage. Thank you. Well,
Exactly. Well, later you have the exercise. Well, in this case, it is a true or false exercise where you can do it, and then you can check your answers. Okay, so also I think that it is also another advantage, the fact of recognizing your own incorrections, and maybe if you want, you can try it again. And also, I think that this is a very good for us busy teachers. You can download the exercise and you can adapt it, okay, or you can modify. It depends on your lesson plan, okay, or maybe you can only use one exercise. So I think that also these really help busy teachers like us. Okay, so finally, we have, well, I'm sorry. Another thing that I forgot to tell you is that as well, you can download the worksheets, or also you can download or maybe copy and paste the transcript. So in this case, you can hear and maybe you can tackle any listening strategy. I don't know, maybe listening for specific information, or listening for general information, or throwaway vocabulary. I don't know, any listening strategy. What do you think, Abby?
I think that's a good advantage because you can adapt any kind of activity that you would like to have with your students depending of the task, right? And I think that sometimes when you are listening, you cannot catch all the information needed. And I think the tape script is a good advantage because you can see the word that you didn't understand, and you don't even need the teacher, right? So that's what the intention, to have our students to be more autonomous, right? So I think
Exactly.
this kind of websites help them well, help us first as a teachers in order to see that we can adapt it. And then they can see that they can work individually, right? And in this time, most of our students need to know their mistakes automatically, and they don't have to wait to see us for the next class, right? So I
Exactly.
think this side has a lot of advantages for us, for our teachers, right?
Exactly. And I also think that this website can be adapted to your lesson plan. I mean, here we have like maybe you can say, oh, you know, we don't have the pre, we don't have the while, and we don't have the post. No, that is what we have to do as teachers. We have to adapt these materials because in this case, it is addressed to, I think that adults or maybe young people, but it is, I don't think it is suitable for kids. Okay, so you have to check your student's profile in order to decide or to select or to choose what you can use in your lesson plan.
And also for the topics, right? Some topics are not suitable for young children, for example, right? And if you are working with adults, you have to choose from all other topics that you can find in order to help them to feel more hooked, right? With that
Exactly.
kind of specific topics, right?
Exactly, exactly. I totally agree with you, Gabby. Thank you. What about you, Gabby?
Okay, well, I have
Okay.
worked, well, now I'm working with teenagers, and
Okay.
I have seen that they really like playing games. So I have decided to work with this website. As you can
Okay.
see, it's very colorful and it is for children.
Okay.
Okay, but sometimes our students need to do some activities different from the ones that they have been working with, right? And I decided to start working with a tongue twister because they need to feel more confident with the language.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose one tongue twister. So as you can see, the advantage of this site is that you can select from many different skills. Yes, I am going backwards. Yeah, and you can choose from listening, reading, and some other grammar skills. And in this case, I really want to show you my favorite tongue twister because it's kind of difficult. And at the beginning, my students were very angry because they didn't want to see this kind of children activities. But once they heard the tongue twister, they felt very interested about practicing it because it is not as easy as you think. Another
Okay.
advantage of this tongue twister is that you can see what you are saying, all right?
Okay.
And in this site, you can listen to it in two different speeds, all right? You can listen it very slow or in a faster
Whether
way.
the weather is warm, whether the weather is hot. We have to put up with the weather, whether we like it or not. Whether the weather is warm, whether the weather is hot. We have to put up with the weather, whether we like it or not.
So as you can see, when they listen the fastest part, so they say like, oh my God, what did that person say? And
Exactly.
they change their attitude. So
Uh-huh.
I think that our creativity depends on the way we try to focus these websites. Remember that it is part of our tools in order to help them to achieve their skills, right? But we have to be very creative with them, right? Because in this case, the disadvantage is that they do not produce the language. But what you can do is, as a teacher, you can ask them to record their own voice and to share with the team or with the group in order to listen to their own voice, right?
Okay.
What do you
Gabby,
think?
one question. Can you download it or not?
I think you can't download it. I think that is one of the disadvantage because the thing is that you have to enter to the website. You have to have a good, very internet connection because
Mhm.
sometimes, I don't know in your school, but in my school, it depends on the place you are, right? For example, if you are at the end of the hall, you won't have a very good internet connection. And as a result, you won't listen properly, right?
Exactly. Exactly, exactly. Okay, well, thank you, Gabby. I think that it has been a very rewarding experience. Thank you, and thank you so much. And I think we have finished.
Thanks to you. Thanks for the opportunity, because I think that we as teachers, we need to support each other, because my ideas can help you to have a better idea with other teachers and to have this kind of conversations in order to have better products, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's the aim, to help us each other, and also, well, besides, I will say, besides, um, to have a different class. I mean, if we have the chance to incorporate ICT in our classes, we can do it. But as I have always said, you have to incorporate it, but from a very didactic perspective. It is not only because you want to include it because you think it is fancy. I mean, it is not possible for us. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I hope that my contribution will help to other teachers in order to use this kind of websites. And do not forget that everybody likes playing games.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you so much. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.